power of review भी है और reviewing power है. If the judiciary, if the court feels that any law made by the parliament that is not in accordance to the provisions, fundamental provisions of the constitution, then the judiciary can declare those laws as null and void. That means the judiciary has the power to cancel any law which it thinks not as per the fundamental provision of the constitution as zero. Judiciary can declare those laws which are not as per the provisions of the constitution as zero, null and void. Executives, they remain in power as long as they enjoy the confidence of the House. They are not absolute. They can remain in power only as long as they command the majority of the House. That means they get the confidence of the House. The judges, now I'm giving another example. The judges are also not absolute. The judges can be impeached by the parliament and they also can be removed from their position. So these two examples which I have given to you, this shows neither the executive, nor the legislature, nor the executive, neither the legislature, the executive, or the judiciary, none of the organs of the government, they are absolute. They have to function, they have to discharge their powers under certain limitations. Other organs are there. When one organ is using its power, the other organ has the power to keep a check, to see whether that organ is using its power properly or not, whether that organ is using its power within the limitations prescribed by the constitution or not. If it is not, then that organ has the power to put a check on it, so that the organ which is using this power arbitrarily cannot use it in that way. This is called check and balance system. This horizontal form of power sharing, that means when the powers have been distributed among different organs of the government, like legislature, executive, and judiciary, which are placed at the same level, it is called as horizontal power sharing. This horizontal form of power sharing is also called as check and balance system, because each organ checks the functioning of the other organ of the government, so that that organ cannot misuse this power, and as a result, a balance can be maintained. Now, the second form of power sharing among different levels of government. Power sharing among governments placed at different levels. We know in a federal system there exist at least two levels of government, maybe more than two. If you take the example of India, in India we have three levels of governments: central government, state government, and the local government. So when the powers have been shared among the governments placed at the different levels, when the powers have been distributed among the governments placed at different levels, this is called vertical power sharing. This form of power sharing is called as vertical power sharing. So when the the second form of power sharing is sharing of power among the governments placed at different levels. For example, in India, powers have been distributed between the central government, the state governments, and the local governments. This form of power sharing among different levels of government, is called as वर्टिकल पावर शेयरिंग। इस तरह का पावर शेयरिंग को हम वर्टिकल पावर शेयरिंग कहते हैं। दिस इज वाई एक्सिस, दिस इज वाई एक्सिस और a vertical line. These are different levels of governments: local government, state government, and the union government or the central government. When powers have been distributed between the governments which are placed at the different levels, it is called as vertical form of power sharing. Vertical form of power sharing means powers have been distributed among the governments placed at different levels. And I have given you the example of India. In India, we have three levels of government: local government at the bottom, state government at the middle, and at the top is the union government or the central government. So this form of power sharing among the governments placed at the different levels is called as vertical form of power sharing. Each level of government, they have their own jurisdiction, they have their own area up to which they can use their power. It has been limited, it has been delimited by the Constitution of India that we shall be reading in our next chapter. This is called vertical form of. The first form of power sharing is horizontal power sharing. Here the powers have been distributed among different organs of the government, like legislature, executive, and judiciary. The second form of power sharing is the powers are being shared. The governments are at different levels, like local government, central government, and state governments. This is called as vertical power sharing. Then third form of power sharing, that is power sharing among different social groups. Power sharing among different social groups. In modern democracies, powers are also been shared among different social groups. Social groups based on religion or language lines. The third form of power sharing in modern democracies is the power sharing among different social groups based on religion or language. Different religious groups, different linguistic groups, they live in a country, and modern democracies do not exclude these groups. Modern democracies, they are very cautious and they have taken proper care how to give or how to share power among these various social groups, either based on religion, based on language, or even based on culture. If you take the example of India, in our country, powers have been shared, powers have been given also to the socially weaker sections. Socially weaker sections. अगर हम भारत का बात करें तो भारत में जो सामाजिक रूप से पिछड़ा वर्ग है, सो कॉल्ड एससीज, एसटीज और वोमेन, अगर हम बच्चों भारत का बात करें, चाहे वो एससीज हो, एसटीज हो और वोमेन, इन ग्रुप को पावर दिया गया है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रिजर्वेशन. This is also these things also come under this form of power sharing. If you take the example of India, you can set this example that in India, powers have been given to the socially weaker sections, to the community, to people belonging to the scheduled tribe community, scheduled tribe group, or the scheduled castes, and the women. These are the weaker sections, these are considered as the weaker sections in our country, and these groups have been given the power in our country, extra in the form of reservation. The intention of giving power to different social groups in a country, the motto, the reason behind, the logic behind giving power to different sections of people, different groups in a country, is to give them a space in the administration and decision making process of the country. इन पिछड़े वर्ग को धर्म के आधार पे, भाषा के आधार पे डिफरेंट कम्युनिटीज को पावर देने का उद्देश्य है कि उन लोगों को देश का शासन में, देश का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, देश का गवर्नेंस, इस व्यवस्था में उनको न्याय प्रदान करना, उनको एक स्थान देना, गिविंग द बैकवर्ड ग्रुप्स, गिविंग द सोशल वीकर ग्रुप्स a space in the administration and governance of the country, so that these groups should not feel alienated. These groups should not feel that the government is not doing justice to them, with them. The government is not giving justice to them. ये ग्रुप ये फील ना करे कि सरकार हमारे साथ न्याय नहीं कर रही है और हम अलग ग्रुप हैं. Rather by sharing power to them, they should feel that yes, we are a part of this country. We are also being treated equally, and we are the citizens of this country. This feeling they should have, and so that they should not be alienated. They should not feel any kind of alienation. So the third form of power sharing in the modern democracy is power sharing among different social groups based on religion, or based on language, or based on culture, or based on gender. If we take the example of India, we can take the example of power sharing or power distribution of power to the social weaker sections in our country. That means we have reservation system for the socially backward classes like SCs, STs, and for the women. And the reason to give them power is to give them a space, is to give them a meaningful position in the society, is to give them a meaningful place, position in the administration and the governance of the country, so that they should not feel them alienated. They should not feel that we are not a part of the country. Rather, they should be happy and they should live with other people in a harmonious way. Then the fourth form of power sharing is power sharing among political parties. Power sharing, the fourth form of power sharing is power sharing among the political parties.